Okay, well, I'm just a little bit fucking pissed off now. I just recorded a whole 9-minute, like, reaction kind of discussion about the Thunderbolts movie, and TikTok, for some fucking reason, decided not to record and keep any of the audio that happened. God damn it, son of a bitch. Hey, I fucking hate you. You fucking suck. I hope you get banned. Anyway, I just finished watching the Thunderbolts movie. I might as well just talk about it again, because it was actually that good to where I want to talk about it again. I am going to go into spoilers, so right as you're seeing this, I'm immediately talking about why the Thunderbolts movie is called Thunderbolts with an asterisk. It's temporary. And I have not seen any new Rockstar shit, Twitter posts, Reddit posts. I like the surprise. The whole point of going to the film is to be like, whoa, they got that character making a cameo? Holy shit. You know, like, it used to be fun. And then fucking dumb shit, douchebag assholes like to just take pictures of behind-the-scenes sets and try to ruin everything for everyone else. And those people can fucking burn to hell. Those people can suck my dick, eat my chocolate ass barf, and step on a Lego brick barefoot. I fucking hate those people. They are just as equal as the people that do scalping on the internet, where they'll buy something for retail price, jack it up higher, and then try to sell it. I have a personal hate for those fucking people. Anyway, the Thunderbolts. It was really fucking good. I think that is the best Marvel movie since we've had Infinity War. And as much as I love Endgame and as much as I love Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I really think Infinity War was probably one of their most pristine bangers, one of the most perfect films that they've ever produced, like from start all the way to finish. I can never get bored of Infinity War. I love watching that one so much. We've had Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and that was really good, but I think, honestly, the Thunderbolts was better. The way the cinematography was handled, the screenplay, the writing, the commentary, their quippy little banters with each other that, you know, an audience member would ask while watching it, wait, what the fuck? Like, why did that happen? They will, in the film, address it and talk about it immediately because they know someone's going to point it out. They know someone's going to ask. So there's a character that dies at the very beginning, which I think is kind of bullshit a little bit, because they have bulletproof armor, but I guess maybe their gun is just like a 90 caliber sniper rifle fucking railgun of a bullet that fits in a pistol. And that shit went straight through like butter. Like, that person didn't even get a chance. But I know it was like a social deep cut commentary that the audience doesn't like that character as much. So they decided to get rid of them like instantly. And then Bob in the fucking background's like, whoa, is that person dead? Because the audience would be like, when I saw that happen, I was like, is that person? And then Bob said it at the exact same time that I did. Is that person dead? Bob, how did you know? So Bob is an interesting character, really good character. That actor that plays as Sentry, fucking amazing. He was so good. Holy shit. Every time that he would like quiver his lip and he would like sweat and just fill his body with rage, you know, you can really feel that shit. It really felt so like what do you call it, immersive. It felt so immersive, like it was a real person and a real thing happening, and just a camera guy was there to record it by coincidence. Unlike a TLC show or 90 Day Fiance where everything's scripted and fake, or what is that fucking show called, Jersey Shore. All of that shit's fake. It's not really reality. I think everyone knows this. It's like WWE wrestling. It's fake. They just give them a prompt at the beginning of the day, and then they just kind of method act it out during the rest of the scene. But no, this guy was fucking brilliant. Really good acting, really good and very convincing character. He absolutely stole the show along with Alexei Shostakov, the Red Guardian. Fucking idiot. But I love everything about him. Like, he's still a shit father and it was still a shit human being. But man, he was really fucking hilarious. I really loved everything that he said. At the times that he said it, I'm like, man, this guy is a comedian. He's great. Yelena Belova, she also stole the show. She was very convincing in her role. I felt like her performance of when she's witnessing the Red Room and kind of like how she grew up as a child, because she's been sent to the Void a couple times. I thought not only was that beautifully done, cinematography-wise, sound-wise, emotionally-wise, but her performance was really like, it felt so much better than when Scarlett Johansson did her parts. Not that I hate Scarlett Johansson by any means. I did not say that. I already know that people are gonna fucking, oh, so you don't like the Black Widow? She's been there since Iron Man 1. Brother, that's not what I said. I'm just saying, I think the actress that played Yelena Belova, I don't know her name. I just think that she did it better. I just think that she performed it better, and she wasn't like tired or lazy or like in it for the money, but more for the performance, and I really appreciated that. The same with her performance in Oppenheimer. I mean, obviously, she was fully naked, so there's performance there. But, you know, anyway, degenerate pervert aside, because I know someone was going to comment that in the comment section anyway. That's why I said it. Oh, there was someone in the background. Anyway, no, I just thought she did a really good job. John Walker as the, what's his name? Not the American soldier. U.S. agent. That didn't last long at all. I knew Yelena Belova, or not Yelena Belova, De Fountaine, Allegra-D, whatever the fuck her name is, the allergy medication bitch with the white streak in her hair. I knew she was lying the whole time. She was just using him because he's mentally unstable, but he's super strong and he can get the job done. But his character, his actor as well, I don't know his name, but my God, very, very great character. To see him continue the performance exactly as he did from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier series, it was really good. I wanted to see him get more violent again, like how he was in that show. I really wanted to see that happen, but he was holding back. That was the only thing I got to say negative about U.S. Agent, was that he was holding back. That made me sad. I do want to know what his shield is made out of, though, because it seemed very, like, maybe titanium. I don't think he has vibranium, and there's absolutely no shot in hell that he has adamantium. But his shield was relatively strong. It dodged everything. There was hardly any scratches besides cosmetically. I think those scratches are just there cosmetically. But when Sentry had bent it, because he does bend it and it looks like a taco later on, and he even calls it out like that, which was really funny. I love when they have cuts like that. Like where the audience thinks something, but the actor says it for you. And it's like, that's what I was thinking. I love those moments. No, the entire team, all the actors, the Thunderbolts, they really put like 100% of their feeling and characters into this film. And it was really fucking good. And then on top of that, you have great cinematography, great camera angles, great lighting. The IMAX was really nice and beautiful. And then the writing was great. And then you see Sentry get taken over by the Void. And you're like, holy fuck. This is gonna get dirty, and it does. There's so much good love for this film that I have right now. I'm putting the camera lower because there's people walking in the back. This movie was really great. I'm very happy with it. I want to see more of this. I want to see the director do more of this shit. Absolutely. The fighting sequences were really fucking good, especially with Sentry. I was like, oh, fuck. Icarus would have gotten his ass beat. I don't think Icarus could stand a chance against Sentry. I was really sad because he was like the closest Superman-esque character that we've gotten in the MCU during the Eternals film. And I really loved this character, and I was really sad when he just flew too close to the sun. I know, poetic, and it was a good ending for his character. But I was like, fuck, they did the thing. Icarus, he flew too close to the sun. God damn it. I was like, he was the best Superman so far. But anyway, great film. Really loved it. I don't like that ending, though. Spoilers. You can leave now, but De Fountaine ends up spinning this whole thing to be her genius idea to begin with. I wish they would have just shot her in the fucking head. I wish they would have just tackled her and, like, fucking John Walker, like, beat the shit out of her in public and be like, yeah, we have proof that she's a piece of shit. Literally, the guy standing right behind her is all the evidence, along with all of us. We're all degenerates. Don't celebrate this. She needs to go to prison. But they use her for her rich, enormous amounts of wealth for the film, and that was really fucking stupid. Okay, well, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out how to fucking edit that 9-minute video on TikTok. It was going on for too long. I had to stop it. I couldn't figure out shit. Okay, cool. So I can't even play back the video from TikTok on the phone. God damn it, I'm really gonna have to put it on the computer to edit it. Fuck me. Yeah, I think my biggest issue with the film was just the small things. Like, there was a jump cut where, not Yelena, fucking, why do I keep calling her? Allegra-D, allergy bitch with the white streak on her hair. She was trying to sit down next to Sentry on the bed, like, next to him, and then all of a sudden there's a jump cut of her, like, facing a complete opposite direction. I was like, wait, what the fuck? How'd you do that? Also, just the ending with the dumb bitch. I did not like that they kind of just let her live. I did not like that. I know they're using her for her money and for a free Avengers Tower. I don't know how they do a 14th month later type of thing where the Avengers logo looks like shit. Obviously, they're not going to be the real new Avengers. I think that has to happen under Sam Wilson's Captain America because there's no way. They have very cheap branded Avengers logos on their chest. They're also labeled as B-Vengers, and then at the post-credit scenes as well, when they're showing the the actors' names on screen. There's headlines that say like the new Avengers. No, these are the B Avengers. These aren't. I think they're gonna be just they're not gonna be the real Avengers team. They're gonna be the B Avengers. They're gonna be the emergency Avengers for when the Avengers are actually off world handling other shit, or when they're in space or something, like how they were when they were fighting Thanos. And I think that's going to be Sam Wilson's Avengers team that's going to handle that. But no, I think that they're still going to be the Thunderbolts. But they're just not going to use the name Thunderbolts. They're just going to call themselves the new Avengers, which I think is a little silly, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know why he would even listen to Valentina to begin with, the Sentry, I mean. He was just about to get killed by her. He even pointed this out himself. And then all of a sudden, because her titties are kind of showing and she's being really gentle, like manipulative. Like, brother, you're an old man. You're not like a 17-year-old boy that's falling for this. Like, you should understand that she's clearly using you. She's trying to, and she even does, and he realizes that later on, and he fights against her. I really think the bitch should have just died. She hasn't done anything useful or beneficial for the Marvel's Avengers, not the Marvel's Avengers, for the Avengers that is happening, like, in the MCU at all. I really think that she should have just got her head popped off by John Walker. I did not like that ending. But that post-credit scene was really, really good. When they're looking at the monitor and there's a ship incoming, and the AI voice is saying something about the ship being interdimensional or whatever the fuck like that, I immediately knew when I saw it that it was going to be the Fantastic Four. And then they showed the logo and the audience was like, oh, gasp, that's what's happening? Like, yeah, dude, fucking pay attention. Come on. That was easy to see. The one thing I will say before I start driving off, right after the movie ended, there was like an 11, 12-year-old little boy. Very skinny, very small, big ass head, kind of reminds me of me when I was a kid. But he was saying to his father, or trying to explain that, did you know that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be coming back to the MCU, and that he's going to be Doctor Doom, and that what I think, just me, my personal opinion, is just that he's going to take off his helmet, and then Spider-Man is going to be like, whoa, Tony, and he's going to be like, no, it's not me, because there's actually a comic line, if you don't know that in the comic that that Iron Man was actually Doctor Doom, and I know this. I'm like, brother, you just watched the new Rockstars video. That's all you did. Why are you acting like that idea was your own? I know he's just a stupid, dumb fuck, little idiot of a child, and, like, he's just a kid. But it was really cute and wholesome. And at the same time, I was just kind of like, man, learning to plagiarize at a young age, that's really beautiful. Taking others' ideas as his own. It starts when they're young. It was just really funny and interesting, that's all. Nothing against a kid. When he grows up, he'll learn, hopefully. A lot of people don't. And a lot of people that don't learn are probably the people that are watching this right now, and they're nodding their heads in agreement like, yeah, fucking people never learn. Anyway, I turn right now. Good luck, everybody else. Yeah! And then they fucking crash. Or like those dumbass YouTubers that are speeding on the expressways, like threading the needle between the cars, and they're not arrested or anything. Like, those are the worst people in all of humanity, and then they just encourage other people to be stupid. And again, someone's going to be nodding while watching this, being like, yeah, people are fucking dumb. But do you need a moment of self-reflection, brother? No, because immediately in that comment section, when I saw that video of the guy speeding, this has nothing to do with the Thunderbolts, by the way, but immediately in the comment section, people are like, oh, everyone's just a hater because he's really good at driving. He's a really good sports racer. In fact, I want to do that when I get my car and my license. Like, no, one degenerate doing stupid shit and then posting it online, not getting in trouble yet, somehow. And then immediately you have people sucking his cock and balls, kind of just fondling them right down in there. You know, you're just birthing more stupid people to replicate more stupid shit, and that puts more danger into the field of everyone else's life. There's no reason to be putting a mother, their son, a father, and his daughter, anyone's life on the road in risk because you want to be a fucking NASCAR F1 racer or whatever the fuck. As I'm editing the video, I realized I did a lot of trauma dumping at the end, talking about stupid people on the internet doing stupid shit and birthing other new stupid kids to do more stupid shit and then record themselves doing that kind of shit. But anyway, I've written down what I wanted to say and cut this down quickly. I saw a couple people saying that Sam Wilson and Bucky Barnes might fight each other like another civil war for the Avengers title because Bucky has the Avengers with the Z, and Sam Wilson is most likely going to have his own Avengers, actual legitimate group of Avengers. I don't think they're going to fight for it. I think they're just gonna be buddies and kind of make fun of each other. Like, nah, you're the cheap Avengers. You're the Avengers that you would look for on Temu. You know, I'm pretty sure Sam Wilson's gonna have some really good quips and really good jokes with that one. I really think they should have just stayed as the Thunderbolts. I don't see why they would need to be the new Avengers. It doesn't seem like a good lineup or cast for an Avengers title. But we'll see what happens. People were saying that they were going to fight each other. Like, no, they're not going to fight each other. That's really fucking stupid. And then someone was saying that, man, that surprise title of the new Avengers had everyone cheering. Like, no? We saw that coming. I mean, even someone that was avoiding all the spoilers, it was kind of an obvious thing that they were going to try to make them the new Avengers, but we all know that that's not going to last long, especially with the props and the scenery and the shitty-ass logo that they were using, the Walmart discount-ass pins that they had. That's the background set of the Avengers Tower looked so cheap and fake, like it was only a one-time thing that they were using just for the end of the film post-credit scene. That's not gonna last. They're absolutely not gonna be the Avengers. They're gonna be the B-Vengers, the backup Avengers. How like in Invincible, how they had the Guardians of the Globe, and then they had the backup like Guardians of the Globe that they had just rolled in when those Guardians had died. I kind of think of it the same thing. The actual original Avengers are disbanded. Most of them are dead or they're gone. And then the new replacement Avengers is going to be Sam Wilson and whoever he picks for his team. I still think Sentry being the MCU Superman is like the most perfect thing ever. Honestly, he should have just been the Captain Marvel that we needed years ago. Brie Larson was not a fan favorite with anyone. Very disappointing the amount of years and films that we had lost to shit because we just had poor casting decisions. No, Sentry should have been the Captain Marvel, and I think he would easily whoop Captain Marvel's ass. Absolutely. Yeah, Brie Larson ain't got nothing on Sentry at all. No, he would destroy her. Who knows, maybe he does, and then we can finally get rid of Brie Larson. And then I did have a question. How the fuck did the Thunderbolts, while they were attempting to assassinate each other in the Dutch oven, like, enter the room and the building without noticing each other at all? There was 4 of them. 5, right? Yeah, 5, and then Bob came out of nowhere. And they didn't notice each other at all. They all snuck in and were waiting patiently for one after another person. Were there multiple hallways and multiple entrances? Because we only saw one hallway with one elevator. So how would they not notice each other? Also, why would they put the sound disruptor device inside of the burning room? That doesn't make sense. If they built it to purposely entrap someone, why would you make a failsafe for them to get out by building it inside of the room that they're going to be burnt inside of? I was curious though, while I was festering on the idea a little bit more, the whole city, it was a beautiful shot. It was getting covered in the void and darkness. That had me thinking, oh hey, look at it, it's New York, the whole island. Where's Spider-Man? I wonder what he's doing, and Daredevil. I know Daredevil can't see, but I know for damn sure that he can see what's happening. He knows what's happening. So I'm kind of curious about their reactions. Like, what were they doing during the time that the city was getting engulfed by fucking shadows? Also, why was Bucky only a congressman for a month, according to Valentina? That's a little silly. I thought he was actually going to do more in that position and be kind of hybrid, like he still works for the government but then also works as a government official, kind of like how Daredevil was doing, you know, like he's a lawyer but he's also the Daredevil by night. I thought they were going to have a very similar path, but it seems like he just quit completely because he didn't like reading papers, which I don't blame him. I just don't know why he would get into it to begin with if he knew that wasn't going to be his style. Like, it didn't last long at all, is basically my point. What I loved about the movie and thought was amazingly beautiful was how they made the parallels of The Void being about, like, depression and life in general. I mean, it's a very clear-cut statement. They mentioned it throughout the entire movie. But the performance of the characters and their emotions, I couldn't think of the word. The immersion. The immersion of the story and, like, how it paralleled the jump that Yelena was going to take at the beginning of the film when she was on top of the building to jump into the darkness. It kind of hints that she wanted to, you know, get rid of it all. And then how, you know, she took that jump, that leap from the building at the beginning of the movie to the metaphorical jump and leap that she took by walking straight into the void in the second half of the film and the ending to kind of meet with that darkness. A lot of the movie was very poetic and really beautifully made. I really like that. And we've seen the ending before where they have to go talk to the most strongest creature that they're fighting against, that they have no match to fight or ever hope to win against, to be nice and kind of calm them down like how Natasha does with Hulk, or how Sam Wilson literally just did that in Captain America Brave New World. The fight scene was kind of, it was getting good too, and then at the end of it, Sam Wilson's like, you have to calm down for your daughter, Betty. And then Hulk is like, okay. Oh, I'm small again. It's a concept that we see before again and again and again, and it gets cringy every time, but the performance and the execution of it was done pretty well in the Thunderbolts movie. Still, obviously a little eye-rolling because we've seen it before, but it was done better than in the Captain America movie. In the Captain America movie, that was just a very, very last-second ditch attempt of, like, trying to resolve the story, because there's no way Sam Wilson is gonna win against the Red Hulk. No way, but they had to end it somehow. And also, the leader fucking sucked in that movie. He didn't do shit. He's supposed to be like the smartest chess player in the multiverse. Like he's 7 steps ahead of everyone, but he's always like, you surprised me by tracing my phone call. Probably should have used the VPN sponsored by Nord. Like, he didn't do anything at all. He was a fucking idiot, and yet he was saying, I'm really surprised. And yet you surprised me. Yeah, they're definitely not going to be the new Avengers. They're the B-Vengers. They're going to be the Goof-Vengers. They're basically the Suicide Squad, but not really. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I just can't get over the ending. The more I think about it, the more it actually genuinely pisses me off even more. The whole, like, city was engulfed in shadow. And not only is Valentina just all of a sudden on the phone as soon as they get rid of the Void, but she has a whole press conference set up and then immediately has that all scheduled, going, ready to go. She was just disappeared, everyone was gone, and all of a sudden all this shit is set up out of nowhere while there was a big-ass fight going on and people running for their lives and dying. How the fuck did they get over there so quickly? And why are they so easily, like, prone to, oh my god, I'm alive! Quick, get the camera, start recording! Press conference, go! This is gonna be juicy. Maybe all this is citizens are like so numb to the point of dying and then coming back and being resurrected to they're just like, whatever the fuck. Just get the camera ready. Come on, get rolling. No, to have that all set up while the city was engulfed in shadow, just out of nowhere, felt like that's what makes the movie feel like that at the last second they changed something again, like that was a reshoot instead of them just taking her in. US agent just smashing her skull in with his taco shield. The more I think about the ending, the more it pisses me off. Genuinely. I really wish he would have just fucking died. There's so many other good characters, good villains in the MCU that we've had, just for them to die at the very end of the film and never come back again, ever. I hate when they do that to good characters, and then for Valentina-D Fountaine, or whatever the fuck her name is, she gets to live. She gets to see another sunrise. Like, that, I don't know, that... The more I think about it, the more it makes me irritated. Anyway, they are absolutely going to be the B-Vengers because they did not rise into popularity or an agreement by saving the world. They mostly rose into that position because they blackmailed someone. Basically, their Nick Fury is under their control. They could have easily told the public saying, yes, we are the new Avengers being set up right now. And our first order, our first act of order is to expose that this dumb bitch actually hired all of us, and we're all not really the new Avengers. We're all guilty mercenaries. We are the Thunderbolts temporarily, and we stopped this dumb bitch from causing more damage to the planet and to the city again and again and again. So yeah, we are not the Avengers. We're the B-Vengers, if anything, but we're going to remain as the Thunderbolts because we are not in this position to just blackmail someone to use her for her money when we should do the good guy thing and expose her. They're not anti-heroes. They're just a random group of people that decided to help at that time. They did not earn the title to be the new Avengers. They just are people that are blackmailing someone who just committed a huge heinous crime of not only human experimentation, but literally just blacked out the city 5 seconds before the interview started. Like, they're not heroes. They're not the Avengers. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So that's why I say it's not going to last long. Because Sam Wilson and his team of Avengers are going to be the good-hearted people. They're going to be the ones with the good heart that makes them a good man. Whereas Sentry, he has a good heart, but he's also very fucked up mentally inside to where he's not going to be a good person. He's going to be a powerful person with a good side, but he can take a turn very quickly from what we just saw with this movie anyway. Yeah, I think the best ending would have been that John Walker just pops one into her skull, or just arrest her and tell everyone, yeah, she's not a good guy. This is actually going to be our first order as the new public face of the Thunderbolts. We're all bad people, but we stopped this person because she's the worst person that brought all of us together to make an even worser person, and then they point at Bob. So yeah, we'll protect you and help you because we're a good team, and all things considered. But no, we're not heroes. We're not the new Avengers, I should say. That's going to be up to Sam Wilson's Captain America and whoever he decides to put on his team of good-hearted people. Anyway, I got to keep this short. Loved the film, was really great, highly recommend it, 10 out of 10. I just can't stop thinking about it. I really want to watch it again. Very good.